Actually, I was thinking about it the other day. These trails and what we do on them, they're kind of, they're really a good object lesson for what the scripture teaches us, right? Like, just in the simplest form, scripture never tells us anything's going to be easy. It actually, in fact, says everything will be a struggle. Jesus himself even says, come to me, put my yoke on you, for my burden is light. He doesn't say there is no burden. Even following him, there's going to be a struggle, right?
There's a cost to it. I mean, to a point where we may actually have to physically die.
Right. And like, if you look at these trails, there's so much struggle out here. Like, all the uphills, I don't care how good a shape you are. The uphills, if you're not on an e-bike, that is a struggle. But you get that reward. You get that downhill. You get that
dopamine rush, yo.
Right. So like, it's a good object lesson for all struggle or all reward first comes with struggle, or after. Either way, there's going to be struggle. Like, if you start at the top of the hill, you're going to struggle with the backside. If you start at the bottom of the hill, you're going to struggle on the front side.
You know, and we got to struggle off the bike too, because if you're like, want to be serious about it, whether you're enduro racing or you're cross country racing, or just like, I just want to be riding my bike for a longer duration, you got to think about all the training you have to do in the gym. You have to think of your diet,
Right.
There's struggle that's not even that's correlated to mountain biking, but not necessarily on the trail, just as much as, sure, we may struggle in this, but it's also, we're going to struggle in other areas of our life. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, like
we're going to be like, and that's where we need to have church, where we need to have to be filled up, where we need one another, because I find that whenever I'm like, I guess a believer, what best way to describe it, I was like, I don't got a lone wolf, a God can provide for me. Not like that.
No.
Whenever I understood God calls us to be with other believers and do communion with them and do community with them, just so that we can carry each other's burdens. It's not meant to be, as God says, man is not meant to be alone.
Right. Well, Scripture says, just as iron sharpens iron, so also does man sharpen man. Like, that right there, and that's Old Testament. So from the beginning of Scripture, it's basically been saying, like, hey, you're called to be with each other, growing and seeking and chasing after me, but don't worry, I've also already grabbed a hold of you.
Yeah, so we're like, what can take away us from Christ but ourselves, and we could
Right. Oh yeah, like, that brings me to a whole nother thing, which we might have to do a message on that at some point. Like, there's the passages where it says that
we don't lose our salvation.
We can't lose our salvation, which I completely agree with. It's in there, right? We can't lose it. But what it never says is we can't walk away from it. It doesn't tell us that.
That's true, because at a time I did. I walked away from it, and I've forfeited my salvation, but God being so rich in mercy and grace and love and forgiveness and kindness and also justice, he brought me back.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm going to use you now as part of this. Like, hey, I didn't realize, like, you need to go to BSF. You need to read your word every day. Read 1 Peter. You're going to suffer. The other stuff, like, I'm preparing you because you're going to follow me. You're going to suffer.
Yeah.
And it's like, but also I'm going to you need to go to Bible study. Like, you're already good at serving the church. And now it's like, you like mountain biking. And then ironically enough, in God's perfect timing, God sent me to you. And I'm like, so I'm a mountain biker. And now then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, there's this mountain bike ministry I'm trying to start up. And you're like, you got into mountain biking. And now it's like, I got nothing on Saturday morning.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to making this grow. Let's see what this trail has to offer out this way.
Yeah. It's just like,